Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome. If it is the first time on this channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you have been a part of the family since my very first video, well, so you are part of the Royal Gang Squad. So guys, on today's video, we are doing a mukbang or mukbang. Dear son, but whatever you call it. I've got this nice food. Come on. Yes, it's from Mucha Post. So I'll be eating that. So I'm gonna be doing sort of like a story time, but not really. I'll be telling you guys about how I actually got diagnosed with liver condition, how it all happened. Just sitting so comfortably, so let me just talk about a neutral thing that will get you guys interested and like my life. So yeah, let's get to that. So I got diagnosed with liver condition in 2017, I think late 2017, no, not late, but like mid 2017. So basically what had happened was, y'all know I school in the Northwest University, right, in the Potchefstroom campus. So when I moved to Potch, I don't know anyone in Potch. Like, I don't have any relatives in Potch. I don't have anyone like I know personally from Potch, so I was just there by myself. But then when I got there, I got this other girl who helped me a lot. In terms of like finding me accommodation, and she also like accommodated me for the day that I arrived there. And then yeah, so basically like we went to go and look for an accommodation, and then I found it. And then she studies in Bloem, and then she left me in the hands of this other friend of hers called Ticho. Ticho is also my friend now, because obviously we all met then, right? Cool. So Ticho helped me a lot in terms of like moving in, teaching me how to do my groceries and stuff like that. So she was also like a good friend when I got there. Many other people were good to me, but then those are the people that I could think of like right now in relations to what I'm gonna tell you guys, right? Cool. When I left to go to Potch, I think my baby was like 8 months, yeah, but she was already in like crèche and stuff like that, because my mom works, my brother goes to school, so there's no one like during the day and stuff like that, so she had to go to school. So I went there, and then when I got to Potch, like, oh guys, university is no joke. Hey, university is no joke. It was so tough. It was tough in that my mother had to pay for everything by herself, because my dad decided to mice. He mised us like for real, you know. And the plan was, I'm gonna go to Potch, and when I get to Potch, he's gonna pay like my registration and my tuition for like the first semester. Then my mom's gonna pay second semester and stuff like that. But things didn't go that way, right? Cool. And then my mom had to pay for everything. So now it was so hard the other months, because you know, tuition in varsity is no joke, you know. And at that time, I think my registration was 8.7. Registration is 8.7. My accommodation for January was 6.6. Had to get textbooks, you know. The accommodation that I was staying in, also I had to buy my own bed, fridge, all of those things. The only thing I got there was like a stove and cupboards and a wardrobe. That was it. The rest I had to like buy myself. So you can imagine how much money I used just January on itself. And then obviously my rent was like 2.9 the other months, current months, which is like February, March, whatever, because I went to Potch in like January. Cool. So yeah, so February was okay. March was a bit out of it, right? Because at the end of the day at home, my mom had to transfer some money for my brother, my baby, and some other things that she also needs, right? Cool. So fast forward, I think it was like June, July, I'm not quite sure. So just to take you guys back, after I gave birth to my baby, I was on the injection, Idepo. Idepo is like the injection that people with kids, I'm not sure if people without kids do use it, but like people with kids, they usually use that injection because you don't go on your periods when you're on it, and it's like 3 months. Wow. So I was on that injection, or contraceptive, whatever you call it, right? Cool. So now whenever you move, let's say for example for me, I am in the Eastern Cape, right, in King Williamstown. So I was moving from King to like Porch now. So when I went to the clinic in Porch, they had to like start over in terms of like testing me for pregnancy, you know, before they can like inject me as per usual, because you know I just moved into a different city, so they don't know my history and whatsoever. So now I was going for that. At the time when I had gone there, I never went to book an appointment. Yeah, I never went to book an appointment because I thought I'm just gonna go there and then they do the things. Kinda, you have to book an appointment before they can actually inject you, right? Cool. And then Shapo, and then I went there and they told me about the appointment, so I had to make the appointment. So I was really late for my date, so they gave me a new date now. So coming from the new date now, obviously I had to go through all these tests and whatsoever. Cool. When they tested me, I had to almost obviously go and pee first so that they can put the pregnancy test out. And then I went there, and then the nurse was like, baby girl, even when I walked in, she was like, you look so pale. So I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, no man, you look so pale, are you okay? No, I'm good. And this is like, okay, sharp. She comes good with the small talks. You know how nurses are, the good ones. You know how they are, small talks, just to get my mind off what she has said, because it's kind of like offensive for you to just randomly say to someone they look pale, you know, as if they just woke up from the dead. Okay, cool. And then we go to the toilet, and then let me just put this food because it's really distracting me. I don't know how mukbang people do this thing. So sharp, we go to the toilet, and then I pee. When I pee, she's like, baby girl, why is your pee like this? Like, it's so yellow. It was not even yellow actually, it was like orange, like very orange, you know. So she's like, what's going on? Like, why is your pee like this and stuff like that? So now I'm like, I don't know. She's like, when was the last time you were sexually, you know, involved? So I was like, no, I haven't been active ever since I gave birth to my baby, because like after my baby I just like took a break from men and everything else, you know, so I haven't had sex with anyone. So she's like, oh, probably it's like an infection or whatsoever, but like she's gonna check it out. She's not happy with how the color of my urine turned out, you know. Cool. So she needs to do like further tests just to make sure if there's nothing wrong, right? Cool. So as we're waiting for the results, if I could say, if I am pregnant or if there's any infection whatsoever, we wait, and then the results come, and then I'm not pregnant, obviously. I'm not pregnant, and also there's no infection, but like my urine is so orange. Like guys, it was really orange, but then the thing is, it was not painful on my side. Like the urine was not painful, I didn't feel anything, but it was just like yellow, and my urine was not painful. In fact, I couldn't feel anything, you know. So she was like, this is not normal, like at all. She's gonna do further tests further test, meaning now she has to take like some blood tests to figure out like what's wrong with me and stuff like that. Yeah, well, and I'm like, okay, cool, it's fine. And then she's like, what did she ask me again? But she asked me about my parents and stuff like that. So I'm like, no, I'm here by myself. You know, my mom is in the Eastern Cape. She works there as a nurse and stuff like that. So I'm here like all alone, you know. And then she's like, she needs to ask me like a few questions actually while we are waiting for like the blood tests to, I don't know, did we wait for the blood test? They waited for the blood test. Yeah, I did wait for them, I remember. So like while we are waiting for the results, the blood tests, she's busy asking me like about my parents, how did I get to Porch, and like my living conditions like here in Porch. So for me, I'm like I'm trying to, you know, run away from talking about like my condition or like how I am in varsity and stuff like that, you know. So I'm like to her like, I'm good. She's like, no, she needs like a proper answer about, but like, how is everything, am I coping, whatsoever. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'm okay because I'm breathing, I'm passing. So I don't understand like what you want me to say. And then she would ask me after that, like, when was the last time I had water? So I was like, I don't drink water. And she's like, how do you not drink water? How do you know that you don't drink water? So I was like, no, the thing is that I wake up early in the morning. Like my place at that time when I was staying, like when I was in my first year, it was a bit far from like campus. So I'd have to like wake up very early to go on campus. So I'll tell her. So I told her that, you know, I wake up at this time. And then so I told her that I wake up then and then I go on campus, and then I'm on campus like the entire day, and then I'll probably eat before I leave campus, or I'll probably eat like when I get food, at the time that I get food at, because also the issue of me eating was another problem, because hey guys, I didn't have like food, hey, because like it was hectic because like remember at this time it's around about like June, July and stuff like that, you know. So at that point there were months where I would not get money from home because there's no way we could find it at the time, you know. And if like my mom usually would send me money, but if she doesn't send me money, I can't like call my mom and be like, baby girl, you forgot to send me money whatsoever. No, I had to understand that at that time there's no money, so I should figure myself out in terms of like how do I get by like with the other months or whatsoever, you know. So I'll call my other aunt, but like, you know how it is whenever you constantly calling people to give you like things and stuff like that, I always run away from that because I don't want to bore people. I don't want it to get to that point where people, when they answer like the phone, someone is like, I don't have money. Trust me, they do. Somebody did to me, sweetie. Yeah, guys. Somebody did, and that was the last time I called her, because I was like, girl, it's fine, you know, it's fine. So cool. So that was like the roller coaster I was going through at the time, you know. And obviously people did not understand, you know, because my mom is a nurse, so obviously she has money, so why wouldn't I have food to get by and stuff like that, not understanding that being in university, paying for tuition, yo, it's a lot for a parent, even parents, because like that money is a lot. And I think even with my January money, I think the money that I paid in January was close to 20,000, because it was a lot of money that I had to pay, like 8.7, 6.6, you know, how much is a bed, like fridge, like honestly guys, it's a lot of money that you have to pay, you know. And I don't think any parent or any parents, like, they can be well off paying so much money for a child in varsity. They have to some way somehow like multitask unless you are rich, because really guys, it's a lot of money, right? Cool. So okay, there were days like that I wouldn't eat, and I had to go through a point where I had to make myself or make my body adjust to the fact that I did not have food.
This is where I'm gonna end off this part 1 of the story. Part 2 is coming again very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.